Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals Zero Hour to make the best game ever. Yeah, we are still on the far Z. I don't understand why the values are so weird. It makes no sense to me. Why is the camera X? Let me remove the breakpoint. Yeah. So clearly the center point of this area, let's zoom out further. The center point is here, right? You can see it. Like if we go from here to here, then the center point is here in the center, right? And the camera is on the same X value, right? So the X axis is this way, yeah? And the Y axis is this way, forward, and the Z is into the heavens, yeah? So why is the X of this center point different from the X position of the camera that currently has this viewpoint? That I don't understand. Like when I put a breakpoint here, yeah, and we look at the cam pause X here, 2075, and the center should also be at 2075. But it's not. It's at 2775. Why? Why is it larger? I don't understand. Why is the X of the center larger than the X of the camera position? There seems to be some mistake in my thinking here, or a mistake in the code. I don't understand. Hä? So the Y position is here close to 1800 and cam pause minus 400. Okay, fair enough. That could be correct, right? Z, yeah, it's certainly very high. Okay, we assume that the camera position is correct. But we also assume that the center position is correct. Or did we do something wrong here? Min Y plus max Y. Half of that. $2,130. I remember now that there's a border. There's a border. Or is there not? I think there's like a border we need to subtract. Here, the border size. So extend here. We need to deduct. We need to deduct the border. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The border size is probably identical for XY, yeah. Okay, I think this one has a good chance of fixing this shit now. Man, I totally forgot about that shit. It's so counterintuitive. Goddamn border. I was losing my mind here. Okay, now it's probably... So when we see that the X of the camera and the center position are aligned, then we know it's correct. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, we saw some glitching there. So let's see. Oh, we got a crash. Okay. Okay. Frustum. What is the frustum? That far is, we can't see. Let's put a breakpoint here. So low X 181. Okay. Center X2455. Okay. Okay. Campos is 1733. Okay, so the center X still doesn't match the campus. Okay. Okay, looks like the far Z is too short. 156, 121. Okay, so center is 2205. Okay, it's very close to the camera position. 2216. Okay. It's very close. Okay, fair enough. Okay, then let's not do this magic here. Interesting. Why is it complaining here? Minus. Oops. Minus 1900. What? How did that happen? Source pause. XYZ. Let's put a breakpoint here. One 181, 310, 1810. Yeah, okay, so far so good. Min Z, center. The camera position somehow is... okay, it's very high up. Maybe we should take an absolute of this as well. Campus. I don't know why. It looks like that the center of the height map is somewhere. It's not at the correct position. Maybe because we just load into the map and then it's not quite right yet. Yeah. Maybe it needs a few update rounds first. Okay, then to fix this for now, how about we just do that? That should fix the problem. Okay. So this looks good. Okay, that actually looks pretty good now. Okay, I like that. Okay, cool. That's much appreciated. Yeah. It's not the perfect, but it's pretty decent, I would say. Okay, cool. Let's try with low pitch. Okay, that looks also pretty good. Okay, I'm very happy with this now. We got rid of this magic value because we just fixed the bug that we had all the time and didn't realize that it was there. Okay, that's pretty cool. Then the suggestion from ChatGPT was correct to begin with. Yeah, we just didn't have the right coordinates higher up. Okay, cool. Okay, this looks really promising. Now, there's still now the question, do we still take the min-max in between Z or not? So right now, we put that down to Z is essentially 0. We did that because of top-down view, right? Because of this. It still is an issue. Is it not? No. No. Okay, seems to be no issue. Let me test it again with the let's test it again with max Z. By the way, I think it would be nice to do this on the other side. Just formality. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so It looks like we can now see the objects even further. Yeah. To me, it looked better when it was at Z0. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's bring it back down to 0. That was better. So... So we remove this. Okay. Is that it? Okay, cool. Let's test it. Fails, okay. Oh, this is not even used, okay. Fair enough. So, let's put that to the test. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there's still some fighting here. Okay. Okay, so we do need to... It's literally Z fighting. Okay. Then we do need to do the min Z -1. -1 to avoid Z clipping. When looking down from sky. Looking straight down. Okay. 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 Let's see if the Z fighting is gone. Okay, yeah. I think that looks good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That looks good as well. Mm-hmm. Now the objects are a bit further visible into the blackness, but I think that's okay. Yeah. We could fine tune it a bit, but I think it's fine. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, it's not ideal here. It's a bit much. But if you look at it from low angle and it's further away, it will be fine. Mm-hmm. 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 Let's take a screenshot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Then let's test it again with the high higher that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then we still need to check why we have these performance degradations. Okay. Okay. Okay, this looks pretty good. Now, what happens if we rotate? Then obviously we see more from here, but I think it's fine. Typically players, we just look forward, right? Yeah, as long as it looks good when we look in the default direction, I think it's fine. This way also looks fine. Okay. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Then there's some blackness here. Okay. So, okay, that's pretty cool. Good. So the remaining issue we still have is that when we... Oh, we don't have this issue here. Okay. Let's check it again on DEFCON. Yeah, so here we have this issue. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay, so how does it look now? Let's see. Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. I like it. Then okay, then let's clean up here the code. Half extends, we delete this. Bounding sphere, half extends, project center. We can just do it like this. Now the question is, do we now do we still need this here though? If we draw the entire terrain, then the draw area will be large, right? And what about the FX pitch? Yeah, I'm not sure if these are still needed. FX pitch. I would say let's just test. So FX pitch we can probably test in we can test it in a cutscene. So load. Let's try use A3. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's not the mission that I wanted to try. There's a mission where a bunch of planes are flying. Maybe USA 4. I think it was this one. Let's see, the planes are coming, yeah. I think there are some low angle views. Yeah. On the moon. Legs. Oh, that doesn't look right. No, I think that didn't look right. I think we are also supposed to see a sky, you know? Yeah, I think that wasn't looking right. What the hell is that? Some roads. And the river. Let's check a bug for this. River visuals are visible in black shrouds. River, let's say, river. Seen in USA 04 mission. Look. Rendering minor. Okay. So I think it didn't work correctly. The far Z. Do we still need this then? This here. I would expect that when we oversize the terrain, then everything would be taken care of here. So I'm surprised that it wouldn't work correctly. Let's check GLA1 intro. GLA1 intro, there's also very low angle cutscenes, right? Okay. Can already tell this is like we should see a sky and so on. Yeah, okay. So, so what is the distance then? Let me put a breakpoint here. Oof, it's very short. Okay. DX 645. So okay, so for sure the distance looks a bit short. Yeah. Just 1000. It's not much. So why is this happening? Okay, I'm not sure. So 308. So it will be okay. So it's just 129. So it's not oversizing, is that right? Stretch. Do we still use this here? Stretch terrain. So, I'm not sure. It's Did we break something with the oversize change? Let me see if this is getting called or not. Here. Let's do a restart. Okay, it's called tiles to oversize 2. Okay. $193 width. What is this size? 32. So 193. 193. No clamping. 193. Okay. Resize. Okay. New Augie. Okay. So we're looking at 193. That sounds not too small, right? Not too small. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay, so this is fair enough. And the far Z will be 1700. Okay, that seems like a respectable length. But it's not enough. It looks very wow, nice nice pause here. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why it is looking the way it is. Yeah, why? So height map with height. It is at 129 though. Why is it at 129 now? It only called this once. Maybe that's why. I see. So we are. I see. Okay, I think I understand the problem. When we call this with a pitch that is larger than this value, then we change this again. I see. Okay, yeah, we need a solution for that. Maybe this needs to be called from when we change the pitch. Yeah. Yeah. But then. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure where. So the problem is that we now have different places that want to resize the terrain. Yeah, in the scripts for the missions, and here on auto updates, terrain updates. Let's see. Yeah. Because it's not a hint. What is a hint? Doc hint. Hijack hint. What is the hint? Hint spy. Stop hinting. Why is message area selection not a hint? It is handled in hint spy. Looks like a hint. Okay, what's the time? Just 1 hour. Feels like 2 hours. So the question is, how do we now deal with this here? So maybe maybe we need to make the oversized terrain stateful. So so in height map, so I think what we can do is we make this oversize here a state. So resize map. Yeah. So we add a int tiles to oversize 0. Yeah. Maybe we say maybe we even say let's say int oversize width. Oversize width. Width and height. Okay. And then here in resize terrain, we say if width is smaller than let's say width is std max actually oversize width. Well, but then they will always have this here. We can say, I don't know why the declaration is here. We can say this, else zero. Okay. And then here we say width is std max, std max width, oversize width. So now when we resize, but the oversize is already larger than what we want to resize to, then the oversize wins. Yeah. Okay, so now the oversize is stateful. Okay, I think that will solve the problem. We still need to initialize these. Oversize width, oversize height. Okay. Good. Then okay. Okay. SD max width height. Okay. Okay. Resize. Oversize. Resize the visible terrain area, but not is bound by the max oversize. It's bound by the oversize when set. Okay. Okay, so this might actually already solve our trouble. Yeah. By the way, while we at it, how about we fix this orgy here? Orgy. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Chile. Now, it's possible that the far Z will be still too small now and we won't see the sky, but at least we should see the terrain in a reasonable distance. No. Let's see. Nope, still not. Okay, Let's put a breakpoint. Let's put a breakpoint here and here. Restart. Resize terrain 129. Oversize is 0. Okay. Okay, it's called every frame now. So tiles to oversize 2. That means the width is 193. Okay, great. And now I will set these values. Okay, fair enough. Then we get a call here and it wants to set 193. All right, okay. Then it gets down here and it sets it. Okay. Now it wants to set it lower to 192. And somehow oversized width is 0. How's that possible? Why is that 0? What? That's unexpected. Let's put a breakpoint here. Then let's put a data breakpoint on this guy. Let's see who's changing this guy. This one is changing it. Okay, that's fair enough. Now what? Init height data. Oh. Oh. Let's see. Okay. I see. Okay, so we're not supposed to set it here. Do we have a reset function? There's a reset here. Reset. Guess we set it to 0 here. Okay. So when we unload level, it should set it to 0 again. Yeah. Let's load the emission. Chile. 0, okay. Okay. So now we set this and this. Okay, great. Resize. Okay. Okay, now it remembers. Then let's put a breakpoint here. Now it wants to set 129, but we still have 193. So it will cap at that, and then it won't get there. Let's put a breakpoint here. Okay, now we should see a bit further. Okay, and we do. Okay. Okay. It's still not fantastic because we don't see the sky. What happened now? Okay. 157. 193. Okay. Okay, there are some calls in here which are probably not great. It means that we will see some lags now. Hmm. Maybe we should say if oversize is used, then this value is low. Maybe, where are we calling this? Here. Maybe Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Update center. Maybe we need to move this call somewhere else. Which also makes sense because this function is called update center. It's not called update terrain size, right? So maybe we should do it somewhere else. But where? Can no longer. Yeah. Ja. By the way, what's the difference between fapps and fapps? Fapps. Ah, this is for floats, and this is for double. Oh. Okay, the more you know. Okay, interesting. Then we can change this to that tone. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. 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 Oh, I don't know. So it is called down here, right? It's update terrain. Okay, when is this called? Set camera transform. Maybe we should call it here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I can say camera pitch. Huh? Mm-hmm. Const. Look at vector. Camera pivots. So resize terrain. Okay. Maybe we can do int draw width, draw height. Okay. Okay. So we can do that. Then we remove this here and this. Then go here, to here. Then we remove this. And then we say oversize. Oversize. Yeah, so maybe we do that. Yeah. Does this then still need the camera pivot, by the way? It does. Does it still need the camera pitch? It does. Get vector. Resize terrain. Well, no, does a resize terrain not do an update center anyway? Because we will call init height data, which will do an update block. I'm not sure. Look at vector. I'm not sure how we should do it. I find it weird to. It's weird to call it here. Update terrain. I mean, it's okay, but. Resize. Maybe we should say. Maybe we should say if oversize width is not 0, then width is that. We could do that. So yeah. So we cannot resize the terrain when the oversize is set. Yeah. Yeah. That should avoid the trouble as well. It's not so elegant, I would say, but if it works correctly for now, then I think that's fine. Maybe it can be. Yeah, it's not great because like you would expect if you call a function that's called resize terrain, that it will do what you asked for and not have like this weird behavior where it just won't do it. What is this? Resize terrain. Update terrain. Map is null. Okay. Okay. That's also unholy. So, I would also say we rename this function to set terrain draw size. Because otherwise it's confusing. Resize terrain, it reads as if like you're like making the terrain larger. Yeah. Okay, but it can crash because map is null. Well, that also sucks. Well, then we need to say if map is null. Guess we can do the same here. Yeah, it's not great that it's doing it every frame here, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's put a breakpoint here. Let's load the delay again. Okay, so it's calling this. That's fine. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, fair enough. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now the far Z is still wrong, but okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the good thing is we no longer call resize terrain many times during the cutscene. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then it sets it to 0, which means it sets a normal draw width and height. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, calls it again for some reason. Okay, and if we now pitch down, then we set the larger one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we still need to deal with the far Z situation. Yeah. I think then we simply do what it did before, right? Mm. Where is it? Yeah. Tri-type terrain, pitch and pitch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if we still need it for this one here. Maybe not. It's doing very similar things here. Here it's extending it by dividing with below one value. If this reaches 0, then we have a problem. This one is multiplying. How's that? Let's think about this next session, what to do here. Because it's really arbitrary what it does. But I guess when we have draw entire terrain, then it's fair to just set like a high far z. Right? I think it's fine. Like you can take max. Yeah. Let's think about the next session. Okay. Okay. Good. Then maybe we look at one more review. Let's look at this again. Because it currently lacks a hint part. Okay. Okay, I would not count on same names. You can rename them. We cannot expect EA chose same names. Good. Then we are ended here. Wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.